way before Moneyball here. You should have been the one they're making a movie about here.
Yeah, well, the Moneyball was like a dozen years later. So
Yeah.
when I started, Fred helped me get started. I ended up working with him, with Frank Robinson and Roland Heeman with the Orioles. But back then, people didn't have like any information. If you can imagine, no mobile phones, no email. The internet had only 400 or 500 websites, so we had to like do our own research. And back then, I can only think of 5 people that were, consulting or full time with teams: myself, Bill James, Pete Palmer, Eddie Epstein, Craig Wright. But yeah, so the interesting thing back then is uh, is what we were doing was kind of so new in many ways, that it was a big competitive advantage. So, for example, with the Orioles, my first job was Earl Weaver index card program. Earl Weaver, people think of as kicking dirt in umpires and spinning,
Right.
but he was a genius. He was one of the innovators in analytics, in that he said a lefty batter versus a lefty pitcher. How do you construct your lineup? Do you bring in a lefty or righty reliever? And people don't realize it, but he was one of the first to do that, and he got slammed by the media, by players. People said you're ruining the game, but he said, I'm going to win, and the media is going to like me when I start winning.
And